As the June 1st debt limit deadline nears, President Joe Biden and top congressional leaders meeting at the White House for the second time in a week in a pivotal face-to-face talk.
We're having a wonderful time. Everything's going well.
Ahead of the high-stakes meeting, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen reiterating how the nation could sink into another recession if Congress doesn't raise the debt limit.
A U.S. default would generate an economic and financial catastrophe.
Yellen also warning in a new letter to House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, the uncertainty leading up to a potential default could cause serious harm to business and consumer confidence and raise short-term borrowing costs for taxpayers. In fact, she says the Treasury's borrowing costs have already increased substantially for securities maturing in early June.
The U.S. economy hangs in the balance.
But while the president has expressed optimism they're closer to making a deal, McCarthy is accusing Biden of not taking the negotiations seriously. McCarthy says any deal must include tighter work requirements for recipients of federal aid programs like food stamps and Medicaid, which the White House and Democrats say are non-starters. Republicans are also pushing to impose budget caps and claw back unused COVID-19 funds.
The one thing I do know is that the House Republicans have acted. We need the Democrats to now start taking it serious.
On the Senate floor, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has blamed McCarthy for refusing to take a government default off the table, warning if that happens, Social Security payments would halt, troops would go unpaid, and nearly 8 million people could lose their jobs.
If you want to own a home one day, default would take that dream and run it through the shredder.
June 1st is just over 2 weeks away, but congressional lawmakers actually have less time than that to pass a debt limit bill, since they're due to leave for Memorial Day recess this weekend, ramping up pressure on the president, McCarthy, and other congressional leaders to reach a deal as soon as possible. In Washington, M. Nguyen, ABC News.